Okay. So Thomas was supposed to be powerful today, and he's not going to show up. We found out this night.
He's going to do it himself?
Yeah. So,
Sounds like you're volunteering.
I wish, but I'm on people. Brian was supposed to be shadowing David S. And he was here for that part of the process, so he got some audio fresh. And I explained he's willing to do the power.
He's already here now?
He's already here now.
Okay, perfect.
So I told him, once you arrive earlier than we planned, we would go over it again. I explained it, verbally, and he's comfortable. He'll be able to do it, I think. And then I said, this is sitting right next to him.
Yeah, it's really kind of like a button pusher during the celebration. It's kind of like before and after.
And I explained about the transition between the pre-service loop and the other loop.
Good.
Everything's open, and when you put the slide up, you've got time to change it. It's not a big benefit, so it sounds like he's
okay. Perfect, because Lon tried to do it one time by himself, both of them.
Yeah,
it's
a lot.
Especially because cameras shots are not really
right
on there.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna go find Brian.
Y'all doing video like that now?
That is it's a video we're gonna load into the machine for use later.
I see.
What's going to happen is, during the bowls online, let me back up a step. The objective is we want to keep people in the room as much as possible, online.
Right.
So rather than show a video of a candle that's somewhere else, we're going to shoot out a candle, and then during the bowl playing, what people will see is that candle. But it's really going to be a video without candle. That's what it's showing now. Okay. And the reason why it's a video of the candle, if we try and do it live, every time the candle flickers, the video camera wants to refocus.
I see.
And it takes like a second. It's like a full one Mississippi, it goes.
Right.
So this is a good solution, really. And what he's going to do is he'll shoot that. He'll shoot the ball. He'll shoot that ball, and he'll come back to that video again.
Cool.
So people feel like they're in the room.
Yeah,
and they'll hear the sound.
Diversify.
Right. Don't guarantee that just yet, because
that's the plan.
They might be able to too much button pushing, but we'll see.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah, that would be cool, because the TriCaster is good, but if you compare it to modern YouTube videos, and different shots and stuff, but that may be something in the future down the line.
That's down the line.
Yeah.
I look at Agape's video, and I look at Mile High Church videos, and theirs is so sharp, and ours is kind of looks like we shot it on an old Android. And what I suspect,
but that is a factor. As far as people,
what I suspect is we were using a lower resolution because our setting of the camera, we were setting out of the low because
these are two bad cameras.
I would want to look at what resolution because I suspect with our old internet service, we build it down.
No.
We don't think so.
That's secure. Put 14 There's kind of.
What I'm going to end up doing is saying exactly what I observed and ask the question, what can we do to fix that?
Yeah.
Because it's not really as clear as it could be.
I've got the invoice for those. I can.
Yeah, and whatever the answer is, I assumed it was an answer. That was the answer, but I've been wrong before.
But there's camera nowadays, that are a fraction of the cost of those cameras that, you know,
Do a better job.
We're not buying new equipment anytime soon.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
really where you have to go with that, because it's the camera, not the software.
I want to confirm
Yeah,
that we're getting everything out of these cameras that we possibly can. That's really what it comes down to.
Total invoice.
Can we make ours look as good as theirs? Really? And it might mean getting the light in here. I suspect that helps. But still, just the clarity and the crispness of it, no comparison.
Well, we can look at those other videos too, pull them up we can pull all the outlines.
Well, that's what I did.
You have seen AI, so AI could take some, I don't know which ones, but they could take like older movies and older photos and basically modernize them and make it look like it's nowadays, you know?
Steven, are you done with the candle or are you still filming?
It's still filming right now.
Yeah.
Give it another 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Just do me a favor, blow it out and grab the black lighter and put it down on the step so that when we go to prayer circle, we'll have it. Thanks.
Yeah, right.
Hey, hey, hey! Good to see you guys. This is Matt.
How are you?
Yeah.
Good to see you. Been a while?
It has been a while. Matt, this is David. David Washington's our music director. This is Steven.
Steven.
I don't know if are you on PowerPoint or video today?
What's that?
Video. He's on video.
Video.
Yeah, the live stream. And this is another David. He's our sound guy.
Boy,
Yeah, so we kind of got some stuff up there.
is it okay for me to use my phone now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I saw some hesitations there.
No, we had just set up, but it's totally your show.
The hesitation is you got 3 cooks here.
Yeah.
I don't want too many cooks spoiled.
I'm not going to say, let us know what's going on.
Yeah, this mic from this instrument is really the best mic for it. It doesn't pick up ambient sounds, and it really is more direct, and it's really good for getting the sound the best way. So
Do you want a chair, a stool, or are you gonna sit? Set yourself up?
where do you want?
You're gonna be over. Well, we've got a tripod filming that candle. Don't ask for the story. As soon as that's done, you'll be kind of where that tripod is.
Okay, so a chair, let me see how high a chair is.
Yeah, right.
I have a stool in my car. This should be okay, I think. One of these chairs.
need to be quiet, I'm not going to sound through it. So
Okay.
We can talk.
So Thomas was supposed to do PowerPoint today, and he's not going to show up. I found out this night.
Usually move themselves.
So,
So they get volunteer.
I wish, but I'm on cable. Brian was supposed to be shadowing David S. And he was here for that part of the rehearsal, so he got some audio fresh. And I explained he's willing to do the PowerPoint.
He's already here now?
He's already here now.
Okay, perfect.
So I told him, once you arrive earlier than we planned, we would go over it again. I explained it, verbally.
Good morning, good morning. I can like improvise on good morning. Good morning. Here we are at Center for Spiritual Living, Asheville. Wow, are we smart or what?
Everything's open.
We are smart, that's right. Everyone stand as you're able. Let's sing the opening song together and let's get this party started.
Because Lionel tried to do it one time.
That's a lot.
Rise, it's a new day, rise, to walk in God's way of living on the earth, and blessing it with love. Rise, it's a new day, rise, to walk in God's way of living, a blessing and shining with love today. The voice of life comes through your heart. Now is the time to hear the call and find a way to shine. The voice of life comes through your heart. Now is the time to hear the call and find a way to shine, shine, shine. Rise, let your voice ring, rise, let your voice sing blessings to the earth, and all who call it home. Rise, let your voice ring, rise, let your voice sing living, a blessing, and shining with love today, shining with love today, shining with love today, shining with love today.
And I looked at Mile High church videos.
Good morning. Good
This is so
morning.
sharp and
So, my name is Dee Brooks, and I am a practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Asheville Strong.
But that is
Yay!
like
And I'd like to welcome all of you for our service this morning, and also all of you that are joining us on the live stream.
sitting
Welcome.
on the camera when we were sitting on
Do me a favor, take out your phones, silence them, but keep them out. Take some pictures, post them on social media. Let everyone know what we're doing here at the Center for Spiritual Living Asheville.
I suspect.
Your picture, you don't know, but your picture may be the thing that you post on social media that brings someone who's looking for a spiritual home, that brings them here. So post those pictures of all the things that we're doing.
And ask the question.
Bright lights, all those things, right? So the announcements that
Whatever the answer is,
the announcements that we're going to share as Suzi makes her way up here are posted in different places, the restrooms, etc. But there's also a listing on the window of the foyer. So if you want to take a picture of that, you're always in the know as to what's happening here at the center.
Okay, great. This Friday night, dance and music jam led by David Washington
Washington, our music director. So this is going to be fantastic. I snuck into their rehearsal the other night.
Always look as good as this.
These are some fantastic musicians. You're going to want to come to that. And then the following Friday night at our Friday Night Spirit Express is collaborative art. That's where every person starts a piece of artwork and then passes it to the next person. It just passes all the way around, so all of us contribute to each other's art. And if you go into the social hall, you'll see what we did the last time we did this. And I have to say, if I do say so myself, it's pretty
So AI
fantastic.
could take.
And so you might want to come. You think you're not an artist. I didn't think I was, but it turns out
And basically
with the help of
modernize
those
them and
other
make it
people,
look
I am.
like it's
So
nowadays.
come on and do it.
Steven,
Perfect. All
are
right,
you
I
done
think
with
I have one
the
more.
panel, or are you
Yes.
still filming?
You know, we would be nothing without the
Give it
loving
another
hearts
5
and
minutes.
hands and feet
Oh,
of
okay.
our
So just do me a
volunteers.
favor, blow it out, grab the black lighter, and this is
We want to appreciate them. We had a volunteer appreciation brunch on Saturday, March 29th, 10 a.m. in the social hall. The board, this should be really interesting. This is the best part. The board will be fixing and serving the lunch. So
Yeah, this is
I can't wait to see that.
David Washington's our music director.
That's going to be great. So we do ask that you I sent out an email to quite a number of you. You could email directly to that
And
email.
this is another
to me,
David, he's our
or
sound.
there is a sign-up sheet in the social hall. We do ask that you RSVP. If you don't, you're still welcome to come, and someone will share their food with you. I doubt it. No, just kidding. So we just want to make sure that we get enough food for everybody to eat to their
We had
full.
just set up, but it's totally yours.
Thank
so-
you.
Congratulations, you got 3 cooks here.
Hey,
I don't too many cooks.
Our board member is Sheila McDaniel.
Let us know what's going on.
Yeah,
And
this
she will
mic
be
for
available
this
in the
instrument
Waterhouse
is-
Social Hall
is
after
really
the
best mic
celebration
for
to
it. It doesn't
have
pick up
any,
ambient sounds.
answer
It
any
really is
questions,
more direct, and
anything
it's
you may
really
want to
good
know
for
about what's happening here at the center.
Do you want a chair, a stool, or are you gonna sit?
Yeah, I didn't, I was watching.
Where do you want?
You're gonna be over, well, we've got a
Okay.
tripod.
And our
filming that.
practitioner of the day is Selena Sutton
As soon as
Hilton, and
that's
she will
done,
be
you'll be kind
sharing
of where that
a beautiful
tripod is.
spiritual mind treatment with us shortly.
Let me see how high the
And
chair
then
is.
thank you also to Celeste Long, who is holding the spiritual energy
What else do you
for
have?
us today.
Yeah, but I think it's, it might, it's much taller.
Peaceful
No,
Sunday
that's the
celebration. And this
Okay,
is
so
what
we'll put this chair up there for him. Okay.
I would also now like to invite Chaplain Judith Lamia forward to briefly speak about how her life has changed because of the center.
Good morning, good morning,
So-
good
And food.
morning, Center
Oh,
for
food
Spiritual
too.
Living, Asheville. I
Well,
am Chaplain Judith Pontiac. I'm from
I need to sit on that one more time.
I'm licensed.
Just see if that's really the right height for me, because there's.
David, would you mute these mics, please?
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, when I came here 11 years ago, if you had told me I'd be saying any of that, I would have thought
Yeah, I don't
that
think
is
we
how
have.
the place has
I just want to see it. My car.
given me so much. It has
No,
given me a deeper spiritual understanding of who I
Sometimes it
am,
slips off my lap.
my place in the world. It has given me my dream home, Spirit Manor.
No, what is it
It has
called?
given me
Full circle.
Full circle. Is that the big
wonderful
drum thing
service
they have?
dog and wonderful.
I'm sorry.
I've heard of
Drum
it.
circle, drum circle.
It's kind of, oh yeah, it's kind of legendary. I've not been there, but I've heard of it. Yeah, these instruments, in my opinion, do not fit in those kinds of
A couple
environments.
people have played.
Getting myself
Oh, do they?
Every once in a while,
Because the drum thing is so loud, and these are such a nice, quiet, ambient instrument. So I'm just gonna let them
Many
warm
of
up.
us have.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I invite
Yeah, let them warm up, and
Invite-
by that time the video will be done,
Get
and we
immersed.
can move you up.
Okay, and we're gonna put these.
Do we have room behind the screen?
Thank you, Judith.
Or behind the screen, yes. There should be room.
So it's Reverend Suzi,
Something
Suzi
like that. I was gonna throw it out the crib.
all of you
I've been waiting to give.
who are the
So here's your shirt.
Yeah, it's not as vibrant as I would like, we need to get a new projector.
So would I be up here for dollars a piece?
Yes, and the podium and all that stuff will be gone, so you'll have whatever stage, and I think my can't get your laptop to work
As the
with our
candle
system,
is
that you,
already lit,
it would
please
be
join me.
straightforward that you can turn slightly up there so you can.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I could,
A lot goes on
Be up
my
here.
side, the tinctures
yeah,
close to it.
I mean, I could angle it a little bit
Yeah.
and do that. So do you have an HDMI?
What are you transmitting from your laptop?
Just HDMI. An HDMI cable out as a video. That's how I usually do it.
I don't know how we'd have anything long enough to get there.
Where's the laptop sitting?
Well, if I'm watching the screen, the laptop can go anywhere. But usually there's an HDMI cable on the stage and I'm watching the laptop because I have to watch the visuals in order to place it.
Right.
Otherwise I wouldn't know where I'm at. So,
But there's no audio from the laptop.
well, there is ambient audio. There's waterfall sounds and things that the visuals have some audio to them. Not all of them, but some of them do. So generally, I'll take a line out of my laptop, put it through my sound system,
There you go.
or if through HDMI, if you've got it hooked into your system, we can have the ambient sounds going through your system, whereas my sound system will just be music.
Got it. So, let me,
Today, I'm sorry.
no, that's for tomorrow.
Okay.
Let me, number one, look and see if we have a cable we might. But then our system and the whole hookup to the HDMI is,
I'm thinking we just pull out the PowerPoint computer, put it with our display.
that would work.
But he needs to see the laptop,
That's,
right?
it's, no.
Well, I could potentially. See, the thing is, we want to have people be able to watch what I'm doing, which is part of
Also
the
see
show.
what you're seeing.
Huh?
But also see what you're
But also be able to watch the visuals.
And I know there is only one. This one expresses in, through, and as all of creation. This one is love, peace, joy, health, abundance, and wisdom. I know for every person who hears my voice, they have all the attributes of spirit. We are the divine, expressing as us. We are all one. There is only the life of the divine flowing through our bodies, from our crown chakra to the soles of our feet. This energy cleanses, purifies, heals, and renews us. I know that we have all the energy we need to do the things that are ours to do. It is our divine birthright to be prosperous. Money flows in and money flows out, and we have more than enough to spare and to share. I know that our relationships are built on love and trust. They are sweet, loving, harmonious, and uplifting. Every act of kindness and love uplifts the consciousness of the planet. And this is how we build a world that works for everyone. I am so grateful for our vibrant health, for our loving relationships, and for our prosperity. I am so grateful that there is a power for good in the universe that is greater than we are, and we can use it. I release my word, which has power, into the law of mind, knowing it can only say yes. And together we say, and so it is.
To find my God, I will leave this world as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this day as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this day as it is, go inside to find my Lord. Inside there is peace, inside there is joy, inside there is more than enough. Inside there is peace, inside there is joy, inside there is sacred love. love. I will leave this life as it is, go inside to find my God. I will leave this life as it is, go inside to find my God. Inside there is peace, inside there is joy, inside there is more than enough. Inside there is peace, inside there is joy, inside there is sacred love. I will leave this life as it is, go inside to find my God.
I think you lost this, but I found it, and so now I am wearing green. All right. Good morning, everybody. So I want to start by saying thank you, One Voice. Appreciate it. Isn't it nice to have the harp? Kind of a change up. Yeah? Yeah? Isn't that great? Very cool. I'm waiting for bagpipes one of these days. When's the next Scottish holiday? And I see that we're a little bit light on attendance today, and my concern is that I think I live in a sort of a bubble area, and so even with Helene, I thought it was a nothing burger storm until I got out of where I live. And the same thing last night. I was expecting a big deal, and it was nothing. But I know that's not true all around. So let's just hold in our hearts in prayer, knowing that everyone is safe and their properties are safe and all of that for the folks that aren't here. And the folks that are here. Pray for you too. You're welcome. There you have it. All right. So let's do our community core value affirmation together, if you will. It's a big one, but it's a really important one. So you ready? We deepen our spiritual growth and reveal our wholeness and oneness through the spiritual practices of visioning, catching God's vision, meditation, affirmative prayer, spiritual study, and giving of time, talent, and treasure, sacred service, and more. Because again, I will reiterate, anything can become a spiritual practice depending on what energy and what consciousness you bring to it. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit more today. A couple weeks ago, we focused on the principle, the premise, the practice, and the promise of the science of mind and spirit, which was a nice refresher for those of us who are already familiar with all of that, and it was a nice introduction, I think, for folks who were new to it. This week, I want to take it a little bit deeper, and we're going to focus on the spiritual practices of meditation and visioning. Now, first of all, I want to say that prayer and meditation are similar practices in that they are a connection with the divine, and they help us to navigate our relationship with spirit, with the universe, with ourselves, and with each other. Affirmative prayer is like a conversation with spirit through our intentional thought and intentional feeling and passion. Meditation is somewhat more of a quiet quality, and it's about centering. It's about getting settled and present and centered and listening deeply to spirit with a great amount of receptivity to what spirit has to impart to us. Our founder, Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, taught we should develop the practice of communing daily with the spirit that resides within us. Meditation is the conscious act of definitely unifying with spirit. So it's about becoming one with, which we are already, whether we do that or not. But it reminds us of that relationship of oneness. Have any of you here ever been in love? No? We better have a relationship workshop. So it's really about having a loving relationship with Spirit, which is the source of our being. And those of you who have been in love, who are in love, who plan to be in love, you know that a relationship requires some attention. It takes some work and attention to be good in relationship. And so we want to have that connection. And we don't just do it once in a while, or pretty soon you won't be in a relationship. I've tried it both ways, and I guarantee you, if you give no attention, you are gone. So, so it's the same thing with Spirit. We give it attention, and in that process, we're also giving ourselves, the Spirit within us, attention and love. Meditation is a way of doing that. It's the practice of quieting the mind and centering and focusing our mind, our heart, our soul, our very spirit, that moves us beyond our intellect into the oneness and the communion with Spirit, the divine. It's about being present through awakened awareness and expanded consciousness. And it often gives us a greater spiritual understanding, insights into our own life, enlightenment. It gives us a greater sense of calm, some inner peace, which then helps to create outer peace, a centeredness, a compassion, and loving presence. Now, I have to say that might be hard for some of you to believe this, but I'm not always a very still person. I tend to fidget and move around a lot, right? So when I first started meditating, it was very difficult for me to be still and quiet. And I thought, oh, God, I'm a failure. I'm a failure at meditation. This is terrible as a spiritual person, it's not okay. And when I remember asking one of my meditation teachers, would it be okay if I played my flute? Could I meditate that way? Oh, yeah, absolutely. And so that flute, that bass flute, is what helped me to be able to meditate in the beginning. It took me to a very deep place of being centered and open and available to Spirit. In fact, it was through playing the flute, playing music, that I fully embraced and embodied the idea that God actually existed and was powerfully real in my life. And so that was a great way for me to begin meditating. There are lots of ways to meditate. I want to share with you, when I was in ministerial school, there were a couple of different meditation classes and retreats that I did with one of our instructors who happened to be a Buddhist monk. And so one of the meditation weekends we did at the center in Seattle. And in the process, we tried all kinds of different things, sitting meditation, silent meditation, all kinds of different meditations during that weekend. And a good portion of that meditation was a moving meditation. And I realized by the end of that moving meditation that the class had managed to clean the entire church. Wax on, wax off. You remember that one? So, and I realized that anything, depending on what consciousness and energy we bring to it, can be a meditation. It was very meditative. It didn't feel like we were cleaning, but the place looked great. Personally, I think the minister paid him to get us to do that. But then I went on a retreat with him. Our ministerial class went on a retreat with him. And the entire retreat, for the most part, was in silence. Now, we moved around, and sometimes we sat, but it was in silence, including, there was only one little tiny portion where we had a Dharma talk with the monk, with the Buddhist monk, where he did most of the talking. Dharma talk is a sort of a purpose or enlightenment insight talk. What insights are you having? And so we got to answer some questions and ask a few questions, and that was it. The rest of the retreat was silent, including when we made meals together. We had to work together in silence. We had to convey information to each other through silence. And including hiking up a mountain. And we did that in pairs, the whole group in pairs, and we had to silently make sure that we were helping each other to get to the top of the mountain. And we all made it in silence as a meditation. So lots of different ways to do that. Dance, chanting, music, yoga, gardening, art, whatever it may be for you. I think we sort of had a little example of that on Monday night when Matt Venuti did his multimedia concert here, and with the music from all these exotic, interesting instruments, along with the visuals. To me, that was a meditation that evening. How many of you were here for that? We had like 50 people. It was really terrific. And that, to me, was very deep and empowering. So don't be put off by the idea of meditation. Another form of meditation is a guided meditation, and I'm going to take you on a brief one right now. So I'll invite you, if you will, if you'll bring the lights down a little bit, to sit comfortably. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Create a soft gaze looking at the candle flame, perhaps. And breathe in deeply and exhale fully. Breathe in and follow your breath to the center of your being. Release. Allow your body to relax, your emotions to calm, and your mind to become an open, peaceful, spacious place. And continue through this process, breathing in and breathing out deeply. And bring your full awareness to your breathing. Notice the physical sensation of your breath as it moves in and out. And follow the circulation of your in-breath and your out-breath. And focus your attention on the word breathe. 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 Continue breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. And say to yourself, may I have ease and lightness of body, mind, and spirit. Allow your heart to fill with love and generosity toward yourself. Wish yourself well-being and joy. Send peace and compassion to your body, your mind, and your spirit. And focus your attention on the word love. 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 Now send that love out to all in greater and greater including circles. Greater circles of inclusion of love. Breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. Embrace and embody the awareness that you are fully alive. As you breathe, feel the energy of life moving through you. And recognize the miracle of life. Become fully awake to the experience of being alive in the present moment. And know how precious your life is. Focus your attention on the word life. 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 And in this peaceful stillness, become aware of all the beauty within and all around you. Awaken to the joy of the present moment. And see that life is indescribably beautiful. All our physical senses, sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, all our metaphysical senses, emotion, mental perception, spiritual awareness, presence, deliver this beauty to us as a precious, precious gift. And all we need to do is open to receive. Focus your attention now on the word beauty. 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 And slowly bring your awareness back to this time and space. And gently open your eyes when you feel ready and be fully present here and now. And I would invite you to look around the room at all the beauty that exists right here. We got to figure out how to get a camera up here so I can get a picture of you guys and put it on the live stream. Okay, good. Visioning, catching Spirit's vision, is a similar spiritual process to meditation and a cousin of visualization. Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith describes visioning as a process by which we train ourselves to be able to hear, feel, see, and catch God's plan for our lives. Through visioning, we become inspired by the ideas held in the mind of God, and they begin to live and express through us. We begin to articulate them and to live and embody and reveal them. God's will is for the greater expression of life, of beauty, of joy, of love, of everything that Spirit is. Catching God's vision reveals our unique way to express it. We can choose to be pushed by the pain of problems or to be pulled by the vision of possibilities. I vote for possibilities. Who wants to be a possibilitarian? Oh, good. Right answer. Our true passion, purpose, path, and promise is revealed through Spirit's unlimited vision for us. Spirit's vision moves us beyond visualization and personal agenda. Florence Scovel Shen wrote, I am often asked the difference between visualizing and visioning. Visualizing is a mental process governed by reasoning or conscious mind. Visioning is a spiritual process governed by intuition, the direct knowing of Spirit, or the subconscious mind. So we can catch Spirit's vision for things that we would never imagine on our own. We can be introduced to new and fantastic ideas and possibilities. And visioning, catching Spirit's vision, is not about the kind of visioning you do if you're in a corporation or an organization or whatever. It's not about squeezing our heads into a funny shape and hoping something brilliant pops out. So take that pressure off yourselves. That doesn't happen. It's about brain stilling rather than brainstorming. It's about listening deeply to catch Spirit's vision, which is greater than anything we could come up with on our own, but we can have that vision. The good news is this. The vision is already accomplished in the mind of Spirit. We merely need to open up and allow it to be revealed to us. We do not need to pray for how the vision will unfold or the success of its accomplishment. Spirit's got that handled. How is Spirit's job? Ours is to ascertain the what we are being called to. So do pray, though, for the release of any ideas or beliefs in limitation, lack, doubt, fear of any kind, so that your deeper self can be revealed and emerge and carry the vision forward. We do pray to embrace, embody, and become the qualities of Spirit that will support the vision that Spirit is calling us to. When was in my I think it was the latter part of my last year of ministerial school. I was doing visioning because I really had no idea what I was going to do with my ministry. And so I was visioning to catch Spirit's vision for my ministry. And over a period of weeks, even months, actually, this took a long time, every morning sitting there catching Spirit's vision. And the way it unfolded was very interesting. I was sitting on the floor, in a meditative position. And in my mind's eye, I was sitting there holding the lid of a jigsaw puzzle box. And little by little, these pieces of the puzzle were falling into the box. And none of it made sense because they weren't coming together at this stage. They were just drifting down and falling into the lid of the box, which is interesting because I don't really like jigsaw puzzles. So why was I getting that metaphor? But that's what was happening. And usually I'm not the most patient person. In fact, when I do put a jigsaw puzzle together, if I can't get the pieces to fit, I just cut them and force them in there. But this was one time I didn't do that, perhaps because they were not, actually physical, but I didn't try to force anything together. I just let them fall, right? And over time, it became very, very clear that I was being called to start a spiritual center, to start, and as the pieces fell, they started to come together themselves. And ultimately, what happened was I got the name of the center. I was the second center to be Center for Spiritual Living when we changed the name. The center in Seattle was the first one before our organization changed the name, and I was the second. And I was given the name, where it was going to be, the date we were opening, and who all was going to be involved, all through visioning. And it couldn't have been better than if we had painted it exactly that way. It's exactly how it unfolded, and it continued to unfold as my congregation and I, starting out with about 5 people, and then moving on, we did visioning constantly. Anything major that happened in that spiritual community came through visioning. And so it continued to transpire. I remember, sometimes I'd have a question in my mind, and the phone would ring, and somebody had the answer to my question. I'm like, wow, okay, I like that. So visioning is a very powerful process when we give ourselves over to really listening that deeply to Spirit. It's a powerful, powerful process. We've done a little bit of that here at the latter part of last year, and we'll be doing some more to get more clarity on the vision for this spiritual community. But in the meantime, let's just briefly have a little practice session of visioning. And this one is about you. This is about you. And so I'm going to ask you, though, to set aside your personal agenda and preconceived ideas and just be an open, blank slate. Just allow yourself to be blank for a moment. Because, this is kind of a specific style of meditation that's interspersed with some insight-inviting questions. You may get pictures. Some of you are very visual. You might get words. You might get sounds. Some of you are very auditory. Some of you may think you're getting nothing, but what you're getting is the no-thingness from whence all is created. And know that something's brewing and percolating in there, whether you're clear on it at this moment or not. So I'm going to invite you to relax. Relax into your chair. Allow it to support you, lift you. And close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Otherwise, a soft, fuzzy gaze at the candle flame. Breathe in deeply. Exhale fully. And continue to do that. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully, and allow yourself to be reminded you are always in the divine flow and circulation of the inspiration, the in-breath of Spirit, and the out-breath is the inspiration that we're sharing. So I invite you to become still in body, mind, and spirit in preparation for going into the silence within. Just be still. Anchor this process in unconditional love, light, and truth. Be the presence of love. Be the light. Be the truth. breathing in deeply and exhaling fully, ask yourself, what is the vision that Spirit sees for my life now? What is the vision that Spirit sees for my life now? And focus in a little bit closer and ask yourself, what does it look like? What does it sound like? And most importantly, what does it feel like? What is the experience? What are the qualities of Spirit being experienced and expressed through this vision that Spirit holds for your life? What are the qualities of Spirit being experienced and expressed through this vision? And now ask yourself, what ideas or beliefs in lack, limitation, doubt, fear, negativity of any kind must I release to embrace and embody this vision? What must I let go of to make way for this vision? And see all of those negative ideas and beliefs just floating away. See them floating away and being absorbed in the light of the opposite of those negative ideas. Now ask yourself, what qualities of Spirit must I embrace, embody, and become to live this vision? What qualities of Spirit must I embrace, embody, and become to live this vision? Now I invite you to commit to Spirit's vision for your life and commit to its unfoldment. Give thanks for what has been revealed and what more will be revealed to you, through you, as you. As you're ready, Gently open your eyes and bring your attention back to this time and place. And I would invite you to turn to your neighbor and tell them one of the golden vision nuggets that you got. And you may also pass if you don't want to share that right now. Just turn to somebody near you and share one of the golden nuggets that came through. Wow, you are a very gentle and well-behaved group today. So I just want to say that, as I mentioned, we as a group did some visioning in the latter part of last year about Spirit's vision for Center for Spiritual Living Asheville. And we will do more of that, and small groups of us are doing more of that, and more of that is being revealed and collated in such a way that we can share that information. I personally believe that our purpose at Center for Spiritual Living Asheville is to experience and express Spirit, to be a revealer of truth and a beacon of love and light. I think that's certainly part of our vision. Being and doing that, I believe that we open minds and we touch hearts and we transform lives, our own and those of folks we encounter. More visioning will be happening and more will be revealed through all of us for Center for Spiritual Living Asheville as we move forward. I want to close with some tools for you to consider using in your own life and with some of the things that may have come up for you in that brief visioning. Visioning, number one, catching Spirit's vision, that's possibility, and you can do that on your own. Visualization, which is to affirm with a vivid inner mental picture so that you see it, you see the vision. Emotionalization, which is to affirm with a vivid inner feeling of the experience so that you literally live it inwardly so that it begins to manifest outwardly. Rationalization, which is to identify the reasons that we would want this vision to come forward and what the benefits of it would be to us, how it would make life better. Verbalization is to communicate the vision clearly and consistently with yourself, with one another. And actualization, to take action and to be receptive to its manifestation, to be available to it. Our founder, Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, wrote, "As we bring ourselves to a greater vision, we induce a greater concept and thereby demonstrate more in our experience. In this way, there is a continuous growth and unfoldment taking place." And I believe that to be the truth. We are continuously unfolding more of who we truly are, individually and collectively. And that is a powerful, powerful gift to us and to the world. Blessings on your journey with meditation and visioning. Spend time each day in communion with the divine in whatever way works best for you. And I guarantee your life and the life of those around you and the life of this planet will be enhanced. And together we say, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you.
May I be peaceful and at ease, and may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy.
One voice. Melody on harp. That's cool. That's cool. So, this is an opportunity for us to remind ourselves that we are in an abundant universe, despite how it might look at times. And we remind ourselves that we are in the divine flow of that abundance. And so I'm going to ask our prosperity acceptors to come forward. And I'll ask all of you to just take a moment to contemplate how abundance shows up for you. It might be in the form of money. It might be in the form of health. It might be in the form of friends or opportunities. Abundance is a very, very big thing. And I believe that money is simply a symbol of the abundance that is possible for us. I believe that money is love in action. And so we celebrate that. We celebrate it by having it circulate. So it comes to us, comes through us, and it keeps moving. Because when it keeps moving, it magnifies. And so that's what we're up to. I'm going to ask those of you who are actually putting something in the basket to hold that gift to your heart. And if you're not putting something in the basket at this moment, you may have sent it in or whatever, or you're just here, just hold your gift and your gift of your presence to your heart and infuse it with all the qualities and attributes of spirit that most sing with your soul. And know that it will infuse that gift, whatever it may be, and it will magnify that gift, and it will bless others as it travels on its way. And so I'm going to go ahead and fill your baskets a little bit. Boom, ooh, that's a good one. Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. There you go. So let's do our affirmation together. We embody God's abundance of more than enough to enjoy, to spare, and to share. Yay. And so it is.
Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful, yeah. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart, and it won't let go. Something wonderful, say it again. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful, yeah. wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. And all this love inside, we can let it shine. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful.
All right. So let's just take this opportunity to be grateful for the blessings that have floated into this basket, knowing that it is simply a symbol of the love that is rippling out from this center. And so we know we are blessed, and we know that now we are also the blessing. And for this realization of truth and our willingness to live in, through, and as that truth and all that we are, think, say, and do, I am grateful. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you so much. All right. So if anyone is visiting with us for the first time today, if you're brave enough now that you've test driven us to raise your hand, we have a, look, there we go. All right. We have a little blue card. We ask that you fill that out, not so that we can harass you, but so that we can inform you of all the many, many things that we do beyond what you got to experience here today. We have lots of things going on. And then if you'll take the blue card and give it to one of the greeters in the lobby on your way to the social hall, that would be terrific. We appreciate that, and we're glad you're here. Same thing for those of you who are up there on the live stream. We appreciate you being here, and someday we hope that we'll see you in person. That would be great. Because none of you look like what I imagine, ever. It never happens. I want to win once, So one of the traditions we have here is we acknowledge our children, and we start with a letter to God from Mark. Dear God, I keep waiting for spring, but it never come yet. Don't forget. I'm with that. I like that idea. So I'm ready for spring to come and stay for a while. What do you think? Yeah, that's a good thing. So let's do our affirmation of the child within you, the children in our community who aren't here necessarily today, but they're out there, and there are children all over the world that we bless. Ready? We love you, we bless you, and we know you are divine. That's wonderful. That's great. And so I'm going to invite our practitioners, our prayer practitioners, to please come forward front and center so everybody can see how beautiful you are. Practitioners are folks who have studied this teaching for a number of years, particularly focused on the power of what we call spiritual mind treatment, which is affirmative prayer. And so they affirm in prayer what it is that folks want to experience. Can you move down to the right? Or yes, your right, my right. Everybody's their left. It's not your right. All right, there you go. There we go. Let's, know that these folks are available to you immediately following the celebration to know a greater possibility in your own life, whatever that may be that you desire. It only takes a few moments for them to know the truth with and for you. You can also make private appointments or join one of our spiritual tune-ups, which we do quarterly. And so let's thank them for their service. Thank you. We appreciate that. And finally, let's do our March affirmation before we move into our closing song. I practice the presence of Spirit. I embody the presence of Spirit. I am the presence of Spirit on earth.
This is kind of an upbeat ending here, so feel free to get up and move around and dance, catch some of the words, which might just be one small step.